Fear not, weary traveler. I am not here to harm you, nor am I here to destroy you. No, I'm here merely to usher you from your old life to your new life, to your afterlife. My name, I have been called Azrael, Reaper of Souls, Santo Muerta, the Pale Rider, and of course,
the Angel of Death.
how you choose to address me is up to you. I sense fear in you at the mention of my names, but I ask you, traveler, am I so terrifying? Is my aspect so horrible? Do I fill you with fear and awe? No. Good. Then we're off to an excellent start. Now, you are here because you've died, and I am here to help you with that transition. And we begin by looking at the book of your life and deeds. You seem apprehensive. Let me explain. I'm going to look through this book. She has every detail of your life inside of it. I understand that might be embarrassing, frightening, scary. Humans often have things they've done that they're not proud of. But rest assured, I have seen many things, read billions upon billions of these books, and I doubt there is anything so horrible and so wrong that it's going to make me blush. Let me assure you that this is not a place of judgment. No. We review your life so we know what parts of you there are to heal, what parts of you need preparation for the next life you'll be living. All right? See, these books are always filled with difficulties, secrets, pockmarks, challenges, blemishes, sins, and pain. Lots and lots of pain. Pain that shapes us. Pain that refines us. But pain that comes at such a great cost to ourselves as well. You're a very cute baby. Ooh. Somewhat mischievous. Very clever. Very clever. I'm so sorry. What a terrible thing to happen. But not all bad. Not all good, though. Committed great deeds, charitable, virtuous, loving, considerate, but also terrible things too. Selfish, hateful, angry, lustful. And such a tragic end. Oh my. You never got to tell her. Yeah. Yes, we often don't get to finish the things we mean to do. And death comes for us too soon, as it came for you. And there ends, tragically, a life. Are you going to hell? No. As I said, this is a place of healing, not judgment. You believe a person could be so evil that it would warrant an eternity of torment unimaginable. No. No, that's not healing. That's not justice. That's petty and vindictive. It's manipulating you to behave a certain way because of a fear of punishment. It's not restorative. It's not healthy. No. There is no hell. There is no heaven. There's just life after life. It's different, but it's there. And there's no mechanism in the universe that punishes people forever for their sins. Can you imagine how much energy that would take? An eternity of torment for such finite lives. No. Now, what we will do is prepare you for your next life. Okay. So, we'll begin. Some plucking we can reach into your mind and your soul and pluck out the impurities is the wrong word. No, we can pluck out the more painful sides of you, wash it away, blow it into the wind. Okay? Do I have permission to touch you? I'll be going into your head, into your soul, and into your heart. Is that okay? Okay, here we go. Memory, and a painful one at that. Let's get that out of there. Unnecessary. There you are. Should help your soul along to the next world, whatever that world may be. You know, before I took this job, it was God that judged the living and the dead. Distributed their souls to where souls go, heaven or hell. And then one day, I don't know, he just seemed tired. He being a relative term. God does not have a gender. I do not have a gender, but you may use he, him for me. And at least for now, I'm going to use he, him for God. Anyhow, he came to me and he asked me to take over. He seemed overwhelmed by it, judging the living. How do we do that? We're mortal beings. We don't experience pain like a material flesh haver, I guess you could say. We've had millions of years to refine ourselves and millions of years to better ourselves. Humans get, if they're lucky, they get, 100 years to live? Is that how the song goes? You get 100 years to live, maybe, if you're lucky. Is that enough time to perfect oneself? No, I took the job, and I began judging, separating them like goats and sheep, heaven and hell, like that song as well. The sheep go to heaven, the goats go to hell. But I began to realize that life is not simple, not for a human. I began to realize that when I comfort them, the looks in their eyes, it's that last look in their eyes, when they know it's all coming back to them, all the regret, shame, Everything floods you all at once. You mortals, you just look so defeated, so fearful. I began to taste it. The fear in those last moments. Where you have no idea what's happening next because all you've heard is stories. You've never met anyone that came back from the dead. And told you what was there. There's just no context for death. It is the ultimate, unknowable thing. The undiscovered country. So I did away with heaven and hell. It wasn't helpful. The destruction of souls is a waste. No, instead I prepare you for your afterlife. Whatever you might choose that to be. And it might not be easy, because this is reality, and reality is never easy. There's no horror, at least. There's no punishment. There's just healing the soul of its life, getting better, and transforming into something else, going from one state to another if that's what you choose. So no hell. Okay. Looks like we got it all. Now, I'm going to talk to you about your options after life. You'll have one of three main options. And reincarnation is always one of those options. You can be reincarnated into whatever you want. We suggest doing human again. The paradigm shift for becoming even a gorilla or a dog can be pretty jarring for a soul that's been human. But if you insist, we can make you a dog or a worm or an amoeba even. We cannot guarantee geographic location, socioeconomic status, or the competency of your parents if you choose to be a human. So, of course, there is some element of gambling there, but you will have human experiences and you'll do it as a human, and I would suggest being reincarnated as a human. Like I said, it can be jarring being another species. The other option is you live your old life all over again, the last life you had before you died. You do that again, and of course that'll come with a lot of deja vu. Those deja vu moments will be kind of there to help you put variation into the new life. So, the new life, the reliving of your old life, could be completely different, or completely the same, depending on your choices, or something in between. You might find that the second version of the life you just lived is completely and utterly different from the first one. If you had children in the first life, well, in this life you might not have those children. If you were a doctor in your last life, in this life you could be a drug dealer or homeless. And if you say you believed in one thing utterly, you could find yourself believing in something completely different in the next. Your core beliefs could be completely different. So that comes with some risk as well. And then the third option. The third option is usually the hardest because that's the version you don't get another chance to do. That's the version you can't take back. So, in the third version, the third option, that is crossing the threshold, going through the abyss into the afterlife. We call it eternity, but that's how we translate it to mortal minds. There is no concept, paradigm, there are no words to describe that world, the next life. Human imagination cannot conceive of it or contain it in images or words. So this life is indescribable. And that's the danger. I can't tell you if it's going to be enjoyable or not, or horrifying, if you choose it. And you may choose it, but eventually we are all going there. So you could just get it done now. Oh yes. Yes, even existence ends. And where existence ends, this place begins. And which option then? Or the second? You're gonna try again. Alright. Well, I've plucked you all that I can pluck you. And I bid you farewell, traveler. On whatever life you end up living this time around. Now, close your eyes, and when you wake up, it all begins again, and you get another chance. Make this chance a good one. Goodbye.